Welcome back to Under Oath. I'm attorney Jeff Kaufman. Sitting across from me is my hootenanny partner.
Hootenanny.
I wonder what hootenanny means. It just sounds like a fun thing to say. It sounds like a party, right? We're having a hootenanny.
We're having a hootenanny. Some barefoot.
But not in the movie Footloose.
Barefoot dancing.
Other than the city in Footloose, they weren't allowed to have hootenannies. No dancing. I miss movies like Footloose. Remember? It was easy. The villain? They won't let me dance.
You miss movies like Footloose because it used to be a shared experience with all of America. Everybody knew Footloose. Everybody knew Rambo. Everybody knew Star Wars because those were the only things to see. Now you got influencers have 12 million followers and you've never heard of their name before. So there's no there is no shared common experience anymore.
Like we're on the radio.
We're getting away from that great movie that everybody knows the line from. Jeff, how many people from our generation know Sweep the Leg, Johnny? Sweep the Leg, Johnny. There's never going to be another movie like that where everybody knows exactly what you mean when you just say a movie line like that.
My head of events, the woman who runs my events, she's fantastic.
She doesn't know what Sweep the Leg, Johnny means.
No, she has no idea. We have Morgan runs all my events. Greatest, most fantastic event person I've ever had. Kind, caring, everything else. Born 2002. My producer, Dave, and I, there's dirt on this planet younger than us. We'll be talking about something, and I can see her nodding.
And you know she doesn't know.
It's like a dog eating peanut butter. It's got that look on your face, and I'll stop in the middle. I go, Morgan, you no idea what we're talking about. She goes, no. But she's gotten so good at it, and that's what I love about her. She knows that we're limited. She knows that we're so stupid that we don't realize that the stuff we're talking about existed before she was born, before her parents even met. We're talking about movies, Sweep the Leg, Johnny. That'd be like my parents talking to me about a James Cagney movie. I mean, we realize those years,
you'd have decades. An opportunity to know what that meant, and it would be pop culture. Pop culture used to be everybody's culture. Now there's no such thing as everybody's culture anymore. There is no such thing.
Sure there is. There are influencers that everybody of a certain age know. I saw a Broadway show the other day, and they had out of all the actors, then they had this influencer. The little girl who was sitting behind me tells her parents, "Oh, I love him. I love his podcast." You probably know. Well, let's take out the Republican ones. If you take out the political podcasts, do you follow anybody else's?
Is there any other podcast other than right-wing pundits?
Yes. Right and left wing, take them out.
Didn't know that there was.
Yeah, there are a lot of cool ones. There are a lot of funny ones. There are comedians, there are teachers.
Yeah. Bill Maher has one. I occasionally listen to that.
Look at you. Look at you.
Well, I want to educate myself to the other side.
All right, F this. I don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about Epstein. I'm done. I've held off. I mean, how long have I had to hold out? I haven't talked about Epstein since we started. I'm dying to talk about Epstein.
How is it that we haven't talked about Epstein?
Because we've been avoiding it.
I just sit in the chair. You bring up the topics. I don't know.
No, everybody wants to talk about this guy.
You mean
You're
Epstein?
Talking about a dude who's dead. Yeah.
You mean Epstein?
Yeah, he's been dead 6 years. Because it feels like 6 years. It feels like forever.
I don't know.
And he died in a weird way. He died in federal custody in a prison.
Yeah.
Where he was under supervision for suicide watch.
Yeah. Of course.
And
2 guards.
And
both guards
supposedly all the cameras are down.
Well, they released the cameras, and it turns out the cameras weren't down.
Okay, so the cameras were up, but somehow they don't have all the footage?
Correct. It malfunctioned.
It
malfunctioned for 1 minute.
Just his, nobody else's.
Just that one time.
Yeah. And now everyone's so concerned about they want everything. And I've told them, and here's the facts. All right, here's the deal. You want to know about Epstein? I don't care about who he donated money to because the largest college the most famous college in the world, Harvard, he bought those guys. He had an office there. He had an office on campus for like 10, 20 years. This dude was renting at Harvard.
He was getting bankrolled. Who was bankrolling? That's the thing.
First off, I don't know who bankrolled him. I've seen all the documentaries. And here's the thing I just have a question about. We know he gave a ridiculous amount of money to a lot of candidates. I don't really care. Candidates take money. That's what they do. They raise money. They have fundraisers. You can pay to sit at the table. If you pay $1 million, you get to take a picture with the president. You get to take a picture with the senator. You write the check big enough. Hey, guess what? You got to sleep in the Lincoln bedroom. There's a check you can pay that will buy you influence. It'll buy you access. That's our system. Don't be mad at the system. That's just the way it is. I'm not concerned about who he paid. I'm not concerned who donated money to or which charity or who flew on his plane doing charity missions. I care about who went to the island. Just tell me who went to the island. That's all I need to know.
We know.
No, we don't.
We do.
No, we don't. We know some people who might have said it, but we don't have, hey, here are the flight logs. They landed here. Who was in the plane?
What are you talking about? We do have the flight logs.
No.
We do have the list.
We don't know who went to the island. Everybody. I want everybody. That's who I really want to know.
List.
Like Whoopi Goldberg's on the list. We know Whoopi didn't go to the island.
I don't think she's on the flight log list.
She's in the...
I think you're confusing the release of the files.
Yes.
And what names are somehow contained in the files versus, hey, here's the people who actually were documented on the plane.
So who's on the island?
Shouldn't they have figured this out? The name of the plane is Lolita. Do you know what that means?
Stop it. I know.
Do you know what Lolita means?
They were movies.
It's an underage prostitute, right? I think that's what it means.
Well, no, that's the story.
But
that was the name of the character.
How ironic then is the plane named
Funny
Lolita,
Business,
and nobody knows what's going on?
Like the boat that what's his name? Who was that presidential candidate who was who got caught cheating on his wife on the Funny Business? That was the greatest name for a boat. But the fact is that what we should care about is one thing, and that's what nobody wants to say. If you're going to gripe as a politician that you didn't get the information or there's not enough out there or people need to be prosecuted, first off, you can't be prosecuted. Anything that happened on that island can't do anything. It's not in the USA. We know that the island is part of the Bahamas. So we can agree that any prosecution could not have happened.
No, I think we have federal regulations that allow for people to be prosecuted. They do these sex tourism
Costa Rica, Vietnam, Medellin, name it all.
You're telling me an American citizen can go to one of those countries, have sex with an underage lady or girl.
Absolutely. Jurisdiction.
And no one in the United States can prosecute them for that.
Where is venue in that country? If they want to prosecute them there, go ahead.
Well, no, the venue is where the law says the venue is.
No.
Venue is a construction of the law. If we make something illegal.
In that state.
No, we make it illegal for our citizens.
No, we don't have a federal law.
We can make any law.
And federal law only applies to things in our country.
We make that can't be right.
It is.
It cannot be right.
It is.
It can't be.
It is. Keep saying it. It's the thing. Anything that happened on that island, the Bahamas can look into it. You can't prosecute these people unless they are involved in the.
I don't believe you.
What they could say is that they were part of a conspiracy that brought the girls to the island and back and forth, and that you were part of it.
I want this in my search history.
You don't want.
Can Americans
Priscilla? No, put that away.
Can Americans
you married? Put that thing away.
Be prosecuted.
She got dinged the minute you typed this in.
For
Ding.
Illegal.
There's an app on that phone.
Yes, an American citizen can be prosecuted in the United States for certain illegal sexual conduct committed in a foreign country.
Where?
This is because Congress has passed laws that give U.S. courts extraterritorial jurisdiction over specific sex crimes.
What territory?
Here's how it works.
Yeah, tell me how it works.
Sex crimes against minors, most common scenario, under 18 U.S.C. 2423, U.S. citizens, that's us, can be prosecuted in federal court for traveling abroad to engage in sex with a minor. See, I told you. Engaging in illicit sexual conduct with a minor overseas, paying for commercial sex with a minor abroad, attempting or conspiring to see, America has jurisdiction over its own citizens.
We don't. Show me a single prosecution based on that.
Recent notable examples. A man from Miami was sentenced to life in federal prison after traveling to Colombia to sexually exploit minors and producing child sexual abuse material.
Porn. FBI kitty porn.
Sex tourism case.
Kitty porn. He had kitty porn on his computer.
Florida man who traveled repeatedly to the Philippines to have sex with children and record abuse was convicted and later sentenced to 3. But Jeff, the kitty porn occurred in another country. So your position was the crime was committed in another country.
He had it with him. The majority of the cases that have been prosecuted have also dealt with them recording it, which means
a significant portion. You can't say a majority. We're just giving some examples.
The examples we got where they went over there and they recorded it. And here's how they get busted, because I know a case that happened just like this. I won't discuss the person. They came back and they had the videos on his phone and they had pictures. And he was with somebody who was of a certain age and they consider it child porn. And most of the cases that get prosecuted are proven because of the child porn. Now, if the Bahamas is one of these places and they can go after him, the question is this: why haven't we? And the truth is, there were people out there who testified that they were involved and they saw it and they had sex with these people. For example, Prince Andrew was one of these people, but he's an English.
Didn't he just get arrested?
He got it.
I wonder if the UK
You want
has
to
the
know the
same law.
most BSE arrest possible? They said it was like dereliction of duty. While he was on the job of being a prince, he had sex with underage girls. It was dereliction of duty. It wasn't like, hey, you're getting busted for sleeping with kids.
That's what they called it, dereliction of duty?
It's
That's
their
what they
version of
busted him for?
dereliction of duty.
Was like a morals clause for the royal family?
No, it's saying that you didn't
Like you
perform.
have to conduct
You
yourself
weren't performing your
at all
duties in the way we wanted you to.
You were not being a role model.
Yeah.
And that's a crime if you're a prince.
Now, I feel bad for Prince Andrew, his kids. He's got 2 daughters. He's lost everything. The mother, she's in Dubai somewhere. You know, if you remember Fergie, she's in Dubai somewhere. You know, they got the 2 daughters who, you know, these are decent people. And they're like,
No, apparently not.
like my dad is now Hitler.
Oh.
I mean, that's how bad they think of this guy because of the kids and everything. And you just be mortified. And people don't think about when they commit crimes that are this heinous that your family's going to pay for this. But in the end, who's on the island and can you prove they had sex? Now, I keep going back to the documentary where the guy who handled the IT on the island, he was getting paid a lot of money to make sure the cell phone's up and you can do everything. He had to quit the job. It made him so sick because he saw these famous people in like swimming pools with these younger girls.
Well, yeah, why can't he testify?
He can. He's not going to.
Is he still alive?
He's not going to.
He's probably scared to death.
If I was him,
Do they
I don't know
who
where
he
I
is?
would go.
They know his name?
Oh, they have. Yeah, he's been in the
my God.
documentary.
Oh,
They know who he
jeez.
is. You know, they don't want to know who's on the island because I'll tell you what, so the people on the island have a lot of money. And when I say a lot of money, I'm not talking like they got like
It's not
first
a
class
lot.
money. They got
no.
big jet money.
It's not big jet money. It's unlimited money.
I know.
They can basically just print the money,
Yeah.
whatever it takes.
So why isn't there a list of where the news goes, okay, here are the 20 people who are on the island?
Because the top 20 people can just print money and give it to people and tell them don't run any stories.
If you're a congressman and you're the one running around screaming about this stuff, just get the list. I dare you. I double dare you. I triple dare you. I quadruple dare you because you ain't going to do it. Because somebody who gives you a lot of money is going to go, nope, don't do it. Don't publish it. Don't say anything. You need to start talking. Trump was talking bad about Whoopi again. Talk about that for the next 6 months.
Talk about Whoopi.
Okay? I mean, because that's really the thing. Nobody has brought it up. Name a congressman who got in front of Congress and goes, I want all the documents. Everybody wants the documents.
Well,
they
they all
don't-
wanted them until they got released, and then everybody started backing off.
Everybody does. You know, there's
I
nobody who doesn't
demand
want
the
them.
release. Oh, they're out? Oh, uh-oh.
The reality is if I was on the list, they said, hey, Jeff had a thing and he knew that he donated or there's a picture with him. I take pictures with people at shows all the time. And celebrities and politicians, when they say, oh, here's a picture with Jeffrey Epstein with the head of the Democratic Party, the head of the Republican or whoever, anybody in the room pays for a picture. You don't get to go, oh, I can't take a picture with you because of this. They don't know. I have pictures of myself with people that I don't like. I think there's a picture of me with Lou Pearlman that we took backstage at a concert. There's always somebody that you take pictures with who you never know that they're going to be like evil people later. I mean, how many people are in Diddy pictures? I mean, every celebrity has a picture with him and Diddy.
Well,
they can't wait for it.
How many people went to his concert and supported his lifestyle?
Who still support
him?
I mean, think of the kid from that 70s show who's in prison for
There's a kid from the 70s show in prison?
Yeah, Hyde, the guy who played
Hyde's
Hyde.
in prison?
Yeah,
Oh, no. What did Hyde do?
essayed.
Essayed?
Essay. We can't say what it stands for.
He wrote an essay?
Essay is another thing when you go.
I didn't know
"Hey,
you could write something and go to prison for writing an essay. What was it about?
dude, you're like 80. It's like saying somebody unalive somebody. Essay is short for
Essay.
sex assault.
Oh. So
Yes.
you're not saying
I can't say
you're
it.
not saying essay and ESAY like my
The
essay.
filters block our
You're
words.
saying the initial S
Yes.
followed by the initial A.
We get blocked.
I got you.
We get blocked
Well, how come we don't get blocked for saying SA?
because
It's the same thing. That's so
algorithm's stupid. It's stupid. That's okay. Every time I watch it, Kurt was unalive by Bob before he essayed him. I'm going, oh God.
And the algorithm isn't smart enough
Nope.
to pick up the euphemism.
Nope. Some douche is saying it like that. He unalived him. Unalived. I don't get it. It's the world we live in. So we have to do it or nobody sees it. One person views what we just said. Now, another 10,000 will view it because I look stupid trying to explain to you what essay means. And not like essay, no,
That's what I thought.
or please write a 5-page essay. God.
I pull my beanie all the way down to my eyebrows.
Stop it.
Hey, Holmes.
Stop it. When it comes down to it, we're talking about something that happened. Majority of these things happened 20 years ago. We discover 150 kids in Atlanta who are being trafficked, and nobody says a word. Nobody cares about the 150 kids. Nobody cares about the 500 kids we find every year who gets essayed in this country. But we're going to make a big deal about Epstein. Why? Because it's fun to talk about it, because we're not talking about the important things today. There are so many important things in our country going on. There are people who are starving. There are people who aren't, making it. And our big thing is we want to talk about the sexy conversation about Epstein. And it's gross. He's a gross dude. And the best thing we could do is stop talking about him.